Bonjour, you cheese-eating surrender monkeys. This here episode is brought to you by Patreon supporter Millie. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Millie, and keep displaying model behaviour.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest action figure video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about the king of bling, Profit Director Destro. This is a little random review. I'm going to try and do more of these quick, bite-sized ones because they're always so much fun to do. And this guy might be one of the most fun action figures I think I've bought ever. Just look at him. He's awesome. But let's go into more detail. First of all, my goodness. The box. I love how G.I.Joe has lots of variants in how they produce the artwork and the different styles. I think that the basic overall package is always the same, with the artwork on the back and the different sort of styles, the cutout. But then we've got this wonderful, highly animated version of Profit Director Destro. I don't know where this version comes from. I don't know if it's based on a cartoon or if it's concept art or what, but I just love it. I love the headcanon that I can make with it, because I'm still learning about the Joes themselves. So Destro, I know he is the weapons manufacturer, he's the arms dealer, I guess, so it makes sense that he is a bit of a wheeling dealing type of guy. And I just love the idea that there must be this story, I would imagine, where he's given the keys to the kingdom and promptly abuses all the money and power that he has. And I imagine, knowing Cobra, it all blows up hilariously in their faces. But when the going was good, this guy was living the good life, and it's immortalized with this wonderful action figure. Absolutely fantastic. There's so much going on with this guy. So I'm going to try and just take you through all the different extras, because that's the best part that I'm finding about G.I. Joe as I go through this line, is how many accoutrements and accessories and different little pieces come with each guy. So first of all, let me just whip off the shades there. The future's so bright for this dude, he's got to wear shades. But if it gets shady outside, not so much call for them, you can take them off. How great is that already? Marvel Legends, come on. You've got lots of characters who wear glasses. I can't for the life of me think of a single one, though, that you can actually remove them. That's awesome. And then underneath, the beautiful chrome shine of the gold head there. I don't know about Destro, even his comic or canon backstory. Is this actually his noggin, or is it a mask that he wears? I mean, it looks like a mask, I guess. Is it permanent, though? That's what I don't know. Because in the original movie, the live-action movie, which wasn't good, but Christopher Eccleston, Doctor Who, it was it ended up being a permanent thing that was kind of stuck to his head. But now, I guess he can change it between silver and gold, or did he just bling up the silver one? I don't know. But I love, love, love the look of it. Then he's got his briefcase here, which I don't think opens. I think I tried that. Yeah, that doesn't open. So, okay, they could have done a little bit more there. But we got the lovely Cobra Insignia on there that's sculpted in there. Great little touch. Then, this is just the start. There's so much more, and that's why I love what Hasbro are doing with this line. God bless you. He's got the separate little chain that goes around his neck. They could have just sculpted it on and then lazily done a paint job over the top that goes over the sides. Nah, completely separate sculpt for the little chain there. Makes it stand out so much better. Absolutely excellent. Then the same with his little pistol as well. I love the fact that if they're going to have a gun, it's going to be holsterable, it's going to be removable. That's the extra little bit of class that goes into the G.I. Joes there. I'm struggling to get it out because it's such a tight fit. There we go. He's got his little pew-pew kind of little gun there, which is nothing overly special. There's no wash or anything on it. It's just one solid piece of plastic, but it's kind of lovely. So that fits back into the gun holster there, really snug. That's not going to go anywhere. Also, his whole separate cape is a separate piece, and it fits on so snug. I was worried at first when I went to put it on. I was like, is that going to sit high on his shoulders? Is it going to look natural? Yeah, it does. As you could see, it fits so nicely, so smoothly on there. It just goes on like a glove. But underneath, you can see the piping and the different layering and the ridges of his costume. So well put together. I'm sure I don't have the original regular Silverhead Destro, but I would assume this is an identical body just painted over. That's fine. I mean, what a paint job. Then full on Essex Girl, Night on the Town. He's got the leopard print on the sides here, because why not? If you're gonna bling yourself up and be a custom pimpin', dude, this is Pimpin' Destro. I know he's also been called, and I can see why. And hey, remember, pimpin' ain't easy. So the leopard print, that's just so lovely, which of course extends right to the back here as well. And I love the fact that, if you ask me, wearing an endangered species as a cloak, you don't get more heelish than that. So that's perfect for a no good, evil, money grubbing, materialistic villain. I think that works so well. With the regal kind of clasp at the front, so royal, but so garish as well, because nothing like points out a cheap sort of person than someone who wears their bling like all over. Like, there's always people say the difference between old money and new money is like, old money, you can't tell they're actually rich, and new money, they're like, look at how rich I am. And that's perfect for someone who's probably a bit of a D-bag. So that's really great. And speaking of which, he actually has the burning money in his hand there. But you know what? I'll also be honest though. I like the fact that he's got this burning money. That's really funny. But I don't think the fire looks good. It doesn't. It looks like it's supposed to be fire, but it looks like it's plastic that is meant to be fire. But it just looks like an orange blob. If you're going to do a flame effect of any kind, you really want it to be translucent. That's going to make it look like fire. This just looks like painted plastic. So it's not great. I still want him holding it because it's the overall package. But I'll say, that's not so great. And also, while I'm being fair, I'm not just going to be blindly loving all the Joe stuff, even though it's so easy to, because they're so good. His gun holster, his bandolier, his hip thigh pouch, it looks really plasticky. There's no wash on here or anything. It just looks like a big red plastic thing, which I think is a shame because the rest of him looks really decent. A wash on here would have really made it blend in more rather than standing out so garish. Similar with the red on the armor here on his forearm. I couldn't think what the word forearm was. But similar, that just looks a little bit too plasticky for me. But when we come around, you got the great little missile darts on his arm there that break everything up. So that's super cool. And then we just go to the detail on the boots, the knee pads as well, which of course the knee pads, they kind of hide the joints when you bend the legs and stuff. So that's just lovely. It's the engineering where you work in the natural joints and lines in the clothing, so you can't really see where they would be. So well done, Hasbro. You're really killing it. And then he's got a decent amount of articulation, but what I mainly love is the fact that they hide the waist joint. That's so well done. So you can rotate him around like this, and you don't get the big, ugly waist cut that can often happen with older figures. All figures seem to be moving in this direction, and it's so great to see. So on the whole, I love this dude. I'm going to put his regal cloak back on there, and you have to kind of push it over the top of his collar, but then it sits so beautifully. If it fits, it sits. And this dude sits fantastically in my Cobra display. Absolutely love Profit Director Destro. Is he a perfect figure? No. But is he a great figure, especially at the regular retail price? Absolutely. I love this guy. And folks, that was my quick one-stop review of Profit Director Destro. What do you think of the character? Comment below, let me know. And what other Joes should I try and get my hands on? Because I am loving building up this line so much. I saw that Outback was just released. I was late to the party with that. I didn't get a pre-order in, and it looks like he passed me by. But now, it is what it is. I'm enjoying getting what I can here and there, and some of them a little bit late. I mean, this guy came out a while ago, but dang it. Oh, I forgot to even say, you can perch the glasses on his head as well. So that's what I like to do. Look at that. They sit just like that. And then you don't have to have them on or off, but you can still display them. It's just so good. Man, I love this figure so much. So I cannot wait to see what my next show is going to be, because so far they're all killer, no filler, and I love the line. So guys, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Hello, dear. This is Profit Director Destro, and no one knows more about spending money than I do. And I can tell you the best way to spend some of your money is to go over to patreon.com/displaying model behavior and throw a few bucks Dave's way to help support the channel and keep all these good old videos coming out at a good old pace. And also, while you're there, why not
Excuse me. I'm sorry. What accent is that supposed to be?
Well, obviously it's Scottish, your wee Jesse.
I'm sorry. Have you ever been to Scotland before?
Well, of course I have. I'm Scottish.
That's starting to sound Irish.
Hey, oh look, there's a thing I have to go do.
I don't think he's really Scottish.
Cup of coffee.